so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now I'm coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve really miss me. I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing to say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just like a writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now I'm coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go. Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, make get they suit tucks begging.
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about the Seahawk defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here. complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie out of Florida. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That hasn't been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Tatum. He's got Watkins on the out route. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tatum. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
This offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They run once more with Dillon. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
From the 33, here's second down at a yard. Operating from the gun, Tatum. Over the middle, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Dillon up the middle. A nice move at midfield. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fletcher. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Now this time he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Watkins, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Niners have retaken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down and 4.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Walker now in 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second and 7.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60. Check. Panther.
And Walker once more. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Warrior 70. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Jordan Battle. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tatum. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Hooked up by Nicky Manrory. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Tatum. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He finds his man, complete. It's Fletcher. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go. Go street. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Touchdown! Elijah Arroyo in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Seahawks 14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Bronco 80.
Walker with another carry. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Left side complete. That's Fletcher. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 on the Seahawks 44-yard line.
2nd down and a yard.
Ready?
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a different intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He finds his man, complete. That's Fletcher.
Number 86. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. The Seahawks 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard. In motion goes the tight end. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Travel like a Braun, I'm a traveling man. LAX, out the Baltimore, they landed in France. Basic shows out in Germany, and ball in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere I go where I can. That's the monkey pass, homie. I ain't walking that. Rolling in New York, hooked it up like some Timberlands, homie.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He's going to try and do this himself. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Dillon, not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks
48. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's the option. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now he's going to step up and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll toss this out right to Walker. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. this across midfield and inside the 45. 234 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Ferguson from the shotgun handoff. Now he's able to break to one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Niners' 44-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Toss left side for Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Just let it burn. Talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma take it with banks, homie, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, watch the money pile up. We can go upside it.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the punt, just 2 on the return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. This is first and 10. He's back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw. Finding Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running right, here's Walker.
That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long to flip it over to the offensive side? They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come on. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
He's going to get it again. He's looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.